But on this call, we're getting to hear from our tips from the top today comes to us from Rosa Silva. Now, Rosa is a gold leader, but she's not a gold leader for long. I can tell you that. In seeing Rosa and the influence with her team out in California, I've had the pleasure to observe her and her influence a couple of times in the last couple of years as we've worked together. But Rosa came to Avon in 2009, currently a gold leader in a McConnell Club. Now, her team is growing. It's 327 right now, average sales of about $35,000, and she's averaging 18 campaign appointments a campaign. But here is accomplishments, because this demonstrates the compassion and the drive and the determination. Rosa has done an amazing job. She has more than doubled the size of her team in the last year. Her personal sales have gone from 20,000 to 68,000. And in prideful accomplishment, absolutely, Rosa now is earning more than $3,000 a month and is confident and really takes pride in the fact that she's supporting her family. She has a beautiful family, and what I love most about Rosa is that she has recognized that aligning yourself with people that inspire you and that can help you in this business is a gift, and she's got great partnerships all across the country as she works with leaders like Milagros and Carlos Garcia. She has a strong relationship with them, and it is in those partnerships that she has learned the success of growing this business, and growing she is. So welcome, Rosa. Welcome to our call.
Thank you, Lena. Thank you for inviting me, for giving me this opportunity.
Yes, so tell us, Rosa, about what originally brought you to Avon, because your journey to Avon started a little different, didn't it?
Yes, I actually joined Avon back in the days when I was 16. Back in the days you used to join at that age through March. So that's how I came. And I actually went and signed up myself at the LA store. And I only did it because I was a super heavy shopper and I was spending too much money. So someone had mentioned to me that I can sign up and get a discount. So that's how I started. Never knew this could be a business, never knew that I can actually sell the product because I didn't have no guidance at that point. So I was in and out, for years. And then I signed up again back in 2009. And then I was, again, just for personal shopping. And a year after, I had a pre-stroke. I had a very bad job. I was working 12 to 16 hours daily. And so that caused me to have a pre-stroke. And I had to be out for about 3 to 6 months, kind of. And when I went back, my boss told me that I was too expensive for the position that I had at that warehouse. And so she had to let me go. She will call me back whenever, the situation of the company was better. So that didn't happen. I was always independent, and me helping my husband with the expenses, it was a big deal. So he encouraged me to do something with Avon, since I already had it. So I started kind of digging around, and I took off from Avon. I started by selling, and I did pretty good at that point. But I learned that there was more than just selling, and it really catch my attention when I got my first recruit, which I didn't have no clue how to do it. I didn't know what was needed. I didn't know that I needed a kid. I didn't know anything, but I went and signed her up. I had a background of drug and alcohol use as a young person, and it was ironic, but my sign-up, it was someone just like me. It was someone that I was struggling at that point, that I was going through the same situation, And so that was my wake up call. That was what made me recognize that I came to this business because I wanted it to be financially independent and provide for my family. But it was not just that. It was not a paycheck. It was being able to empower women to be independent and to teach them that they can survive just the same way I did at one point.
Mhm. Wow, that's amazing, Rosa. And thank you for reminding us is that people come to this business for lots of different reasons. And the great thing about this business is that Avon meets you where you are, and it allows you to become the person that you want to be because you have come a long way to an amazing independent businesswoman. And so, Rosa, as you think about your journey in Avon now to a gold leader and a McConnell Club top seller, what would you say the lessons you've learned in the business, what would you say those are?
The main one it is consistency. We always talk about, we plan, we do vision boards, but the main thing is being consistent with actions. It's not just about planning. It's actually, yes, you do need I call it GPS. You need to have a GPS and know where you're going, but you need to put it into action. It's not going to work if you just plan it and have it on a vision. But it's about getting it done, getting out there and getting it done daily, not just today or maybe next week. It has to be daily.
Right. Yes, so consistency is a great lesson to learn early on. I love that. It's like a GPS, but you got to get started. You got to push the start button on the GPS, and you got to keep going to get to your vision. And so you are clear about consistency, but what other actions do you take to become consistent?
We always talk about social media and how social media helps their business, and it's a great tool. For me, it's a very important one, but not like being able to be in the field, not just doing everything online. I love doing door-to-door. The interaction that we do with people, it's way more powerful than what we do on social media. I recently signed up for the farmers market on my local city, and the connection that I'm making with people, it's way different than what I'm getting on social media.
Okay, I'm sorry. Listen, I'm multitasking. I was talking on mute. That was not helpful. So tell us, Rosa, about what you say when the door opens, because you do a lot of traditional recruiting. And tell us how you open up the doors with your recruiting.
Yes. This is not something new. I've been doing this. I was taught very good by Milagros. All the traditional activities they're better than what we do on social media. Retention is bigger. And so I went back to door-to-door, and I noticed that before when I was doing that, I was giving out too much of information. So I learned my lesson. Now, when I do that, when I go door-to-door, I'm just pretty much introducing myself. I'm not giving all of that information. I'm letting the person reach out to me for their Avon needs. And like I said, I just signed up for the farmers market, and this was my wake-up call because I'm local. I'm at a high level in sales, and we're doing good as leaders as well. My team is doing an amazing job. But I want to tell you, Dana, that I actually counted, and from 100 people that I spoke to, 80 of them told me that they have not seen a brochure in years. And they're my local market. So that was my call to reach out to the whole city. So I'm doing this daily. I started last week, and in 3 days that I went door to door, I got $600 in sales from people that I didn't have as a customers, and have 3 signups as well. So I'm just doing, the very minimal communication with them, just knocking on the door, introducing myself as their local labor representative, and providing a brochure.
Wow, that is amazing results. So it really is, as you talk about going to the local farmers market and getting back to the basics, it really is about farming. If you think about in our profession, it's about tilling the soil, planting seeds, and giving them just enough water, just enough nutrient to encourage them to ask more questions. Congratulations, Rosa. That is excellent. And what a testament to your skills that in just these last 3 days, $600 in sales, 3 sign-ups, and, being local in your community, coupling that with the social media is a perfect recipe for success. That is outstanding. Now, let's move on to your lesson number 2. You've got here, always be prepared. What does that mean?
I always tell this to my team as well. We have to be like soldiers. We have to be ready with our rifles. You cannot go into war without having a rifle. And it's the same thing with Avon. I see it as we are soldiers. We have to be prepared everywhere. A lot of people, a lot of representatives say that they don't have that time. And, Avon doesn't need extra time. We're always running different activities. We are doing our laundry. We're picking up kids. If you don't have the extra time to go door to door, at least be prepared. And by that, I mean by having all of your materials. I call it my mobile office. So on our car, I always carry a bag that has all of my materials. It has my business cards, it has my pens, my notebook, it has brochures, it has recruiting information, and every card has that kit in there. So that way, in any activity I'm doing daily, it's there. I don't have to do anything extra but reach out to that person and bring out the material and share it with everyone that I come in contact with.
Wow, that is excellent. And you've given us a very clear path. It's about being focused. It's about being consistent and diligent, to be purposeful in your words, and to always be prepared. There's no doubt that your success is going to continue, and that what was your shift as you moved from leader to goal leader? What would be your advice to developing the next goal leader in your downline?
Being when I see it as a perspective of on my level, like I said before, not having a direction took this long. I'm 34, and I started this journey when I was 16. So I will say that, as a leader, it's very important for us to reach out to everyone, on your team. Not everybody's going to be interested on the money, even if you talk them into it, not everybody's going to pick it up. But we got to look for those eagles, and it's only 1% that they're going to wake up. And for me, what I'm using to inspire my team, it's showing them the money. It's a big key for them to move in title, and that's working. I have over 300 representatives, and only 5 of them are working, which is a blessing for me. Whoever wants to work, I take them aboard. But that's what is working for me. It's being to set aside time to sit down with them and to actually show them the potential that they have and the potential money that they can be earning, because a lot of people are visual. I'm a visual person. If you show me something, I go for it. So I need to see it, and that's what I'm using. That's the plan that I took and I'm using with my team right now to show them all the money they can be earning and how easy they can make it with the stuff that they are already doing it. But it takes time. But they have to really reach out to them. Don't leave the team hanging, because you are going to find that 1% that is going to take off, and they're going to go with everything they have in their hands.
Well, you're absolutely right. So thank you for those words of wisdom. Thank you for your continued dedication and working your business and working the plan. We appreciate you sharing today.